I've been working at Saberr now for a couple of months and I'm in charge of developing their content strategy. So I thought it'd be good to share some of the insights following my first few months in the role. I suppose it's a quick look at what's going on in the off-the-shelf, generic or third-party e-learning market. And I've been speaking to a whole range of corporates, vendors, analysts and industry influencers. So about 6 years ago, selling off-the-shelf content was very much part of my role, which included a lot of interaction with our content partners. So it was really interesting for me to see how the market had changed. The first thing that stood out to me was the amount of new suppliers coming in all shapes and sizes. And making a big impact has been the microlearning providers serving up content at point of need. Some people told me they initially thought microlearning providers would be a passing trend, but they are very much now part of the fabric of the off-the-shelf landscape. In fact, if you check out Josh Bersin's latest thinking around learning in the flow of work, he sees microlearning playing a really important role in an individual's corporate learning journey. So here's how I see the providers broken down. All those years ago, I did a lot of business with the generalists, the likes of Skillsoft, Cegos and CrossKnowledge, and specialists covering content such as compliance and safety and things like sales. But two newer categories that have really caught my attention are these. Firstly, the aggregators, and a big player in this space is OpenSesame, who aggregates content from a range of well-known vendors. Another standout player in this category is EdCast, who started out as a consumer product and now has made the transition over to the corporate market. Then we have the artisan developers. So they commonly sell their e-learning via their e-commerce platforms, often using Udemy as their platform of choice. They're usually small businesses or maybe one-person outfits that are incredibly passionate about their subject, and that passion shines through in their content. One that I have worked closely with is the Vlog Academy, whose content contains really high production values. Though this isn't not the end of the story. The market itself has been shaken up. There seems to be a number of new players that have moved in alongside the more established providers, and I see these coming in a number of forms. Firstly, the learning apps. These include the likes of Coachbot and Emoquo, two providers redefining learning engagement through creating really personal relationships with their learners. And then next are the learning experience platforms, which are in fact disrupting the LMS market. And a number of these are also serving up third-party content, mainly from the web. Two that stand out in this area are Magpie by Filtered, which leverages chatbot technology to provide learners with content recommendations, and Anders Pink, the AI-powered curation tool that serves up highly tailored social feeds into a number of channels. The next lot I've categorised as full service providers. They offer an incredibly rounded experience, so often mixing up traditional e-learning with skills assessments, virtual sessions, maybe space practice apps, one-to-one coaching and challenges. Two vendors that stand out for me include Pluralsight, who focus on developing technology skills, and DDI, specialists in leadership development, who offer a range of products and services, everything from assessment through to development. And finally, there are a whole bunch of newish providers on the scene who are offering fresh approaches to off-the-shelf content. These include GoodHabitz, who have taken a really fun approach to their content, and Clear Lessons, who focus on giving real-world advice through storytelling. And also MasterClass, who amongst other things will teach you how to sing with the guidance from Christina Aguilera. I've been really pleased to see how this market is developing. AI, mixed modalities, personalisation and fresh new approaches are helping to create great learning experiences. All of these providers are often used in tandem to create exciting ecosystems. So I look forward to learning more about this space, and I'll be sharing more of my insights. So until next time.